And you've clearly held a lot of positions of power, positions of influence, positions of responsibility. So how or what have you done to benefit Sierra Leone with these particular positions?
Oh, I've done quite a bit. I mean, first of all, when I was teaching at Michigan State, I used to organize the Sierra Leonean community there to send books back to schools here through the Catholic Church, Caritas, Bishop Kandeh. We also hosted him there on the campus for about a week to promote Sierra Leonean educational institutions. I remember that I took a leave from that job as well to come here home and serve as minister when things were very tough during the war years. In addition, you've heard of the many UNIDO projects here that ran over almost 15 years in this country. In addition to that, when Ebola struck, I came here 4 times. I went on the global scene, Al Jazeera, CNN, BBC, you name it, their top shows, just advocating for more resources for our countries that were suffering. At that time, the resource flow was very slow. At that time also, it's on record, I linked President Nkrumah to the WHO Director General. I facilitated that first discussion between them. In addition, apart from the projects I mentioned, I helped to support investment promotion initiatives, especially by President Ernest Bai Koroma. His first Sierra Leone is open for business conference in London, I facilitated for him. I was the moderator and facilitator of that initiative. But there are many projects in this country. The most one that is debated today is Banka Soka, the Fisheries Training School, the Standards Bureau. We supported a lot the Investment Promotion Agency here. So there are many things one tried to do for the country to benefit from the role we had. The last thing I did before leaving, I actually flew in here to persuade President Nkrumah to send his Minister of Energy to my last major event at the UN in 2015 to sign an MOU with the EU for energy sector support. And before then I had supported other countries to get that, but we were left behind, and the videos are there when I facilitated, and they actually fast-tracked it, and because of goodwill. So there's a lot we've done over time, privately, but also public.
There are those who would argue that as, of course, being part of, former head of the UNIDO, that Sierra Leone is already a part of the UN, and it's according to the UN's agency mandate that Sierra Leone would benefit from these programs, whether or not you were heading it as a Sierra Leonean. So you can those who say you're laying claim on something that would have happened anyway.
No, it would not have happened anyway. You can see the difference. I stepped down 4 years ago. Go check the portfolio. The portfolio here is less than $300,000. You go back and check the 8 years of Yumkella. You'll see it's millions of dollars. The Fisheries Training School alone is about 1.6 million. By the time you think of Banka Soka and the many projects, the project portfolio volume here was much larger. Why? Because I helped personally to talk about my country. You can see the videos. I was marketing my country. President Nkrumah himself has said it over and over, that this guy was raising our flag everywhere. Whether I'm on CNN or somewhere else giving lectures around the world, I took my country as a microcosm. Because at that time, you have to understand the context. It was always ranked at the bottom of the heap, 2008, lowest human development index. So I always said to colleagues, if all the theories of development and paradigms we propose are true, let's start from a small country like Sierra Leone. So sometimes they will call my bluff. Okay, we'll do something in your country. So yeah, there are a lot of those, and as I said, you can check the portfolio yourself as a media people. Go do your research. Look at the portfolio of programs in this country from 2005 to 2013 when I stepped down. Then you look at the last 4 years. You'll see it's a minuscule today. Because yes, and people just assume that things will just happen. They don't just happen. Sometimes you need champions to promote your cause.